Welcome to the Alchemical Wellness Podcast. My name's Derek. I'm an herbal alchemist.
My name is Raquel. I'm a holistic chef and nutritionist.
And we are Black Bear Herbary. Get ready to transform your mind, body, and soul.
I just don't know if you want to go or you want me to go.
We are talking about Elixir Mixers today. We've got 3 different flavors of Elixir Mixers. We have our Pack River water, which is a adaptogenic hot chocolate, or you could even do like a herbal mocha. The Alpenglow, which is a golden milk chai. And then we have our Forest Dew, which is our vanilla matcha mint. Each one is designed to be kind of like a herbal supplement, but to also be able to incorporate into your everyday life and easily incorporate into your routine in the morning. So instead of having your cup of coffee or your cup of tea, switching that out with the Forest Dew or the Alpenglow or even the Pack River water.
So what are Elixir Mixers? Obviously the flavors sound delicious, and they are. They are a powder, so it's really easy to use. You just mix it in with your choice of liquid. We recommend, hot milk or hot water. You can use them in smoothies. You can create baked goods with them. Just kind of have fun with it and be creative. Like we said, they are powdered herbs and different. I mean, it's all herbs, even the flavors, when we're talking about vanilla or mint or the raw cacao, those are all herbs, and we're not using anything artificial as far as flavors go. The flavors come from the plants, and so you're also getting those benefits too.
Specifically in the Pack River water, we're using a raw cacao, which hasn't been roasted, so it's maintaining all of its essential vitamins and minerals, including amino acids. That was something that was really important to us. And then we're also using a gelatinized maca, which is used to ensure bioavailability and optimal digestion. The Pack River water is probably our best adaptogenic drink. It's got the holy basil, yarrow, ashwagandha, maca, the cacao, and then we use pink Himalayan salt as well.
That one's really nice. Even if you are a coffee drinker, whether you're looking to transition or just even add into, your daily cup, add in some more benefits and great flavor too. We really like making a Pack River water mocha, like Derek mentioned earlier. So you can add a tablespoon of the Pack River water right in with your coffee, and you're good to go. We've recently paired with a couple of retail partners, and if you're local to North Idaho, Eastern Washington, there's a couple of places where you can actually order a hot Pack River water, either as, a latte or a mocha, so that's exciting too. And if you have a cafe near you where you would like to go and order that up, let us know, and we'd love to connect with them. Same goes with our Alpenglow. That one is really nice paired with coffee. It is caffeine free on its own, so it can be a really great dessert drink. It's got a lot of digestive properties, so it's a great after meal drink. It has that little bit of sweetness and spice, and so it's a really well-rounded, nice cup any time of day, really. And then if you prefer a chai with caffeine, you can always add in black tea, or if you want to do a dirty chai, you can add some coffee to your Alpenglow. So the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, the Alpenglow also helps with attacking inflammation throughout the body. It's got the turmeric, and then we paired that with the black pepper as well. And there's quite a few studies that show black pepper increases the bioavailability of the curcumin from the turmeric, and some studies even show up to 2,000%, which is crazy. We also have the calendula in there, and that's like a deep lymphatic cleanser. And it's also going to help get rid of any of that metabolic waste hanging out in your joints. So yeah, just a nice, gentle, anti-inflammatory drink.
My personal favorite drink is our Forest Dew. I love that one as a hot latte. Even in the summer, I was actually drinking that as an iced latte. And by that, I just mean I mix the Forest Dew with milk or with cream and enjoyed it that way. And it's just amazing. We specifically chose ceremonial grade matcha for our Forest Dew, and a lot of people ask us about that. Not only are you going to get a more smooth, well-rounded flavor from a ceremonial grade matcha, you're also going to get increased bioavailability of nutrients. So you're going to get a larger portion of the nutrients offered in matcha from ceremonial grade versus just your standard matcha. If it doesn't say ceremonial grade, it's not. And a lot of that goes into not only the processing of the matcha itself. If you're not familiar with matcha, it's finely ground green tea. And so when you consume matcha, you're actually consuming the entire leaf rather than brewing through it. And really that could be said of all of our elixir mixers. It is going to be a more potent herbal drink than a tea because you are consuming the entire plant. But back to matcha just real quick, ceremonial grade, so it refers to how they process it. There's higher processing techniques that go along with ceremonial grade, and then it's also growing the leaves themselves. A lot of times you'll find that they are shade grown, which helps them retain those nutrients, and they are picked at an earlier harvest time, which again, if you think of a spring harvest versus like a late summer harvest, that tea bud and that tea leaf is going to have a lot of those nutrients that it's stored up from winter in that first spring harvest. So that's going to be the highest quality that you can get.
I guess I would compare like drinking the elixir mixers to taking a herbal supplement like a capsule, because you're getting the whole plant, depending on the supplement that you're taking, but you're getting the whole plant. In the Forest Dew, we use licorice root, which is a really good anti-inflammatory, specifically for like the upper lungs, the throat. It can help with like sore throats, bronchitis, dry coughs, gastric irritation. Another cool thing is that it's actually a tonic for the endocrine system, and it helps with adrenal exhaustion. So with the matcha in there, you're getting that caffeine, and then the licorice is assisting in actually restoring the adrenals instead of further damaging the adrenals. The lemon balm is also uplifting for the spirit, so you're going to get like a natural caffeine to it in addition to the tea caffeine. And in my opinion, tea caffeine is different than coffee caffeine because tea caffeine is a chemical release, whereas the coffee caffeine is a neurostimulant. So coffee is going to stimulate the adrenals and the nerves a little bit more, and that's like longtime coffee drinkers have problems with feeling run down or feeling reliant upon that cup of coffee in the morning, whereas tea is that chemical release, so it's less destructive to the endocrine system and less destructive to the adrenal glands and the nerves. But like anything, long-term use and abuse can be bad. So that's why we kind of paired these different herbs to balance out each formulation and make it well-rounded so that people can continue to enjoy them throughout their time.
Yeah, and it really speaks on the fact that we practice alchemy, which in our definition is another way to say holistic and holistic wellness. That's the root of what we do at Black Bear Herbary. And, you know, just like you mentioned there, Derek, it's the energetics of the plant, you know, the spirit uplift in addition to that physical uplift that you're going to get. Another great thing about matcha is, yeah, there is a small amount of caffeine, as mentioned. It's, you know, it's minimal compared to coffee. However, the energy that a lot of people talk about getting from matcha is credited to its super high nutrient density, especially the amount of B vitamins that are in matcha. You're going to get tons of polyphenols, chlorophyll. You're getting just a great support of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. And really that can be said of all three Elixir Mixers. We wanted them to be an alternative to a boring pill or supplement that you take every day. You might struggle to remember to take that every day. Whereas the Elixir Mixers are something you can get excited about, and they're delicious. They're an easy way to incorporate herbs into your everyday life.
Do you want to talk about the hormonal balancing of the Pack River water?
Yeah. So Pack River water, you know, we already talked a little bit about the raw cacao. And, you know, part of the reason we use the raw rather than the roasted is you're getting a lot of those essential vitamins and minerals still intact. When they roast cacao, it's at really high temperatures. So people say, oh, well, if I mix it with hot milk or hot water, is that the same? And it's not. You're not going to achieve those temperatures. So you're still getting a lot more nutrients from the raw cacao than you would if you're buying roasted cacao. And if it doesn't specify raw, it's not. But then, you know, we've got the ashwagandha, the maca, the holy basil, and the yarrow, which those are the four kind of herbal supports in that. And this blend became a really nice balance of adaptogenic herbs, like mentioned earlier, as well as a fantastic hormonal support. You know, maca and ashwagandha both have a pretty well-known history, as well as I think are recently, you know, trending as great herbal supports for the hormones, the endocrine system, like mentioned, and just kind of general balance, you know, for both men and women, really. It's not going to affect one more than the other necessarily. They're going to have a balancing effect on the human physiology regardless. Holy basil and yarrow both too are specifically wonderful, you know, for both men and women. And in particular, we've had a lot of good feedback, as also research that we've done with holy basil and yarrow helping to balance specifically in nursing mothers the breast milk production. And, you know, a lot of times if you take something to increase your milk supply, now you might have too much. And so that's what's great about the adaptogenic herbs, is they just bring balance to the body. So they're not going to raise your levels too high or too low. They're just going to kind of meet you where you're at and bring you to the middle ground, which makes sense for those two herbs, especially yarrow being such a great herb for the blood and the whole circulatory system. Yeah, and we've just gotten really great feedback with the Pack River water having helped with, you know, everything from fertility, libido, menstruation, even testosterone balance, less disruption from that, and just really, really positive things. Plus, it tastes delicious, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I think another cool thing about the yarrow, it's kind of off topic, but whatever. They used to take yarrow into battle to help with the coagulation of wounds. And the Latin name for yarrow is Achillea millefolium, and that is named after the hero Achilles, because he would carry yarrow into battle for his, like in his med kit, to help wounded soldiers.
The balance between the softness and the strength is really important.
Yeah.
Also made me think of the fact that cacao as a medicine and in its history has been used as a heart opening herb, and it's often used in ceremony, and it helps to really open the heart and bring about, you know, kind of suppressed feelings, not in an overwhelming way, but bring it to the surface in a really soft and gentle way so that can be processed. And you know, I think that can be really helpful, a really helpful nudge sometimes.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention with the alpenglow too, it really is a mix of like a chai and a golden milk. There's lots of recipes, whether you're looking through, you know, just general recipes or looking into Ayurveda more. There's tons of great recipes for chai and golden milk. I think it's kind of one of those things that many people have given their take on. And chai literally translates to tea. So it's kind of funny when people, say chai tea. But, you know, in India, where chai is from, and in Ayurveda, which is the study and practice of health and wellness through food, medicine through food, that chai has been referred to as tea, and it's just the tea that they drink and they consume, and it's using the spices that they have on hand. And then of course we've adapted it in our own ways as well in our Western culture. But anyways, golden milk is also a great healing Ayurvedic drink, and the main components that you'll find in most golden milk are turmeric, black pepper, and that of most of the recipes I've studied, those are really the two main components, and then it kind of veers off from there. Some will include different spices, some will not. Some swear it has to be, you know, raw cow's milk. Some say it needs to have ghee or coconut oil for that fat. So if you have a recipe you love, you know, feel free to make some additions to the alpenglow. Add in your ghee or whatever that may be for you, and enjoy it. You know, we love the flavor combination of the little bit of sweet and spice from the ginger, the cinnamon, the vanilla, and then you've got the really healing golden milk aspects of the turmeric and black pepper. And then we felt that calendula really rounded that out in a really balancing way with the herbal aspect as well. So yeah, it's just a really nice way to kind of get the best of both worlds there.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about just all the elixir mixers is the versatility. And like you mentioned, being able to cook with all of them. You could make, you know, vanilla matcha cookies, or we made Pack River Water truffles the other day, and those are delicious. And just being able to not only incorporate it into your morning routine, but also into your diet. You could make like alpenglow pumpkin bread, or even alpenglow sugar cookies, and the possibilities are truly endless. And if you allow your creativity to flow and not overthink the, you know, strictness of everything, then there's a lot of possibilities to really enjoy each of them.
Maybe listening to this, you're getting some fun ideas, or maybe you already have tried some different things with the elixir mixers. We'd love to hear about that, either in the comments, or you can message us and let us know. A lot of the ideas we've heard so far from people have just been really wonderful, and we're excited to see that creativity blooming with it. I think my favorite thing I've made, I know the Pack River Water truffles were a hit.
Mm-hmm.
This summer, though, I was loving the Forest Dew milkshake, and that was super easy, and it was so hot this summer.
The banana milkshake?
Yeah, so it just had, I want to say it was like the equivalent of one frozen banana, and then the tablespoon of Forest Dew. I used oat milk because that's what I had on hand at the time, and I want to say that's it. Yeah, that was it. Just blended that up, and it was so delicious. The banana added a little bit of sweetness. That's another thing to mention is the Elixir Mixers are all unsweetened. They do not have any added sugar.
Yeah.
So it's kind of up to you, again, to feel that out however you enjoy your drinks. We tend to sweeten with raw local honey. If we're going to sweeten, that's what we use. And, you know, again, there's lots of options out there today, but if you tend to like things a little sweeter, feel free to adjust that to your flavor preferences, and, you know, definitely try them unsweetened as well and see what you think, and just have fun with it.
Yeah, always start with your base and build up from there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not local and you are interested in purchasing some Elixir Mixers, you can head over to our website. It's just blackbearherbary.com. You know, feel free. We've got a sample pack available with all 3 flavors, and then we have 6-ounce bags available as well on our website. We're also working on doing a subscription, so you can save a little bit of money through that. Make sure to check out our Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube. We'll also be posting podcasts on Spotify and YouTube.
We're super grateful for your support and for listening. And if you like what you heard and want to hear more, make sure you subscribe so that you can be in the loop as we come up with new stuff. And if you have something you want to hear about, learn more about, let us know, and we'd love to work on that for you. Thanks for being part of the fam.
We'll also put our email address so you can submit any questions, comments, or concerns or recommendations that you might have in the description down below. So make sure you head on over and give us a holler.